Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. Coming up, why Ohio State is trying to make sure the only place you can get Buckeye Tears is on the field after they lose to Michigan.
Also, should Texans fear the Rainey Street Ripper?
All that and more on the way next. I drove here in mystery today.
Oh.
8772 RadioU. I drove, some could say, in peril.
Oh, no. Were your lights not working?
No. That would be crazy.
I was like, in mystery, does that mean no one could see you?
No. I was dealing with a mystery as I drove. I was experiencing a mystery the entire time until I got here.
Like a weird noise or?
Well, no. I got into my car and there was a bug.
Oh.
There was an insect.
Okay.
And it was like up on the door.
Oh, no.
But it was close to the window. I was like, I can roll down the window. I can shoo it out and everything will be fine. But I rolled down the window and no sooner did I roll down the window than the bug this is not a flying insect.
Yeah.
The bug drops down, but not outside of the car. It drops down onto the floor somewhere. It hits my leg.
Oh, no.
But doesn't stay on my leg. But now it's on the floor in my dark car.
Oh, no.
I used my flashlight to try to look. I couldn't find it. And I'm like, I can't keep looking for this bug forever.
No.
But so then I drove with the mystery of what if the bug starts climbing up my leg at any moment because it's right down by my feet somewhere. And that was the mystery. But somehow I made it here.
Somehow you made it here alive. You're safe. But did you ever find out what the bug was?
I think it was an earwig.
Okay.
You familiar with earwigs?
I don't know if I am. I've definitely heard what an earwig is, but I don't think I've ever...
You've never encountered an earwig?
I don't know if I have.
Earwigs are like the size of like half the size of your pinky finger.
Oh, yeah, I've seen these with the pincers on the back.
With the pincers on the back, so they look kind of intimidating, but they really don't do anything. So that's why. But I still, I don't care what kind of bug it is. If it starts climbing up your leg, that's going to be frightening.
It needs to be a dead bug.
Yeah.
If it starts climbing on you.
That's what I prefer. But I like to live and let live. That bug was just trying to live his life, so I just wanted to shoo him out of the car.
Sure,
but he is the one, he or she is the one that wanted to. I always assumed earwigs are women for some reason.
Why?
And so they seem like women. They seem like feminine bugs.
With the pincers on the back?
Yeah. Maybe it's the name, earwig. I don't know, but there's something about them that always...
Why does that make you think of women?
I know that it's probably a 50-50 split, but it's just like with dogs, like how some dogs, no matter what kind, it's the breed of dog always seems like either a male or a female, even though they're obviously, again, a 50-50 split.
When I was a kid, for whatever reason, in my head, all dogs were boys and all cats were girls.
I think a lot of people are like that.
That was how it was for me as a kid.
Yeah. I mean, we always had boy cats growing up, and I had so many friends that no matter how many times you told them, they would still call your cat a she.
Yeah.
No matter what. So I think that's just, for some reason, that's just how we think of it.
Right.
But I don't, is that wrong? I don't think so.
I don't know. But also, growing up, thinking about it right now, we had all female dogs except for one.
Yeah.
And we had a female and a male cat. So it's like, I don't know why I got that idea.
A stranger, a cat, an unknown cat is a woman. It's a female cat.
It's a she.
There's only she female cats, and there's only she earwigs.
Oh, I don't know if I can agree to that.
I definitely, that's how I gender them.
Okay.
And I didn't want it crawling up my leg, but I also didn't want to kill it. It never did, so it's in my car somewhere still. We'll see. That'll be a mystery for later today.
Yeah.
How is it possible that a university with such a rich tradition, with so many championships, a championship so recently, can still be so charm and soft? 8772 RadioU. Ohio State University is suing. They are attempting to stop a company in Michigan from trademarking the term Buckeye Tears.
They're not suing them, by the way.
It's going to court.
Well, they filed an opposition to a trademark filing, which basically means they are stating that a trademark is infringing upon their trademark.
I think it's just simpler to say suing. I think everybody knows what we're talking
It's
about.
not a lawsuit, though.
It's going to court.
It's different than a lawsuit.
You sound like a lawyer right now.
I'm just saying it's different than a lawsuit.
A company in Michigan, the Brown Jug, is trying to offer, they have a drink. They call it Buckeye Tears. It's on draft for $7. They've been trying to trademark this on August 19th of last year. They applied to trademark the term for their beer and liquor. The United States allowed the Brown Jug to proceed, but Ohio State has filed a formal opposition to stop them because they think it could confuse people into thinking that they're actually selling something that the Buckeyes agreed to and signed off on.
Yeah, which...
Or possibly that was collected from Ohio State fans and players.
Well, I think what they're trying to say is basically somebody in this article who is a lawyer described this. And it said the university is arguing that they're profiting off of our goodwill. People still know it's a reference to Ohio State. So
it is a reference to it.
And I guess that's their argument. I don't really see how they have any legs to stand on here. So I don't think that this is going to work out for Ohio State. I think it's actually kind of odd that they would be filing an opposition here.
Yeah.
Because they have famously been involved in a very odd trademark of the word "the."
Yeah.
So for them
But didn't that work out for them?
That won. They did indeed get that. But yeah, I don't know what caused them to get so angry about this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's actually anger or more just poking at this, where it's just like, it's the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, so they just feel like they have to do something to step in here.
Doesn't it feel like I don't know if it's exactly the right term, but a Streisand effect where like you're bringing more attention to the fact that that you seem to have a real the Michigan lives in your head rent free. You know what I mean?
Everyone knows that. Everybody knows that. Michigan does live in Ohio State's head rent free. Vice versa. That's what this rivalry is all about.
It just makes it seem sad. Like this is friendly. It could be friendly ribbing, or you can take them to court over it and make yourself look Charmin soft.
No, I do think, like I said, I don't think this is going to win out for them. But I also don't think it's that big of a deal. And also, Streisand effect, I don't think that really will play anywhere with Ohio State fans, because those that already love Ohio State, this is not going to stop them from loving Ohio State. Those that already hate Ohio State, this is not going to change any of that. So, I don't think Ohio State needs to worry that this move on their part would lose them any fans.
That's a good point. They're not winning anybody over with this nonsense.
Well, they're also not losing anybody, because as an Ohio State fan, I'm like, yeah, this is fine.
But there is believe it or not, there's a big world of people who don't necessarily have a side.
Right.
And this is not going to win you over to their side.
We don't care about them. We don't. We really, really don't. We already know you hate us. I mean, that's the thing. Ohio against the world.
Yeah.
We've always loved that position. That's how Ohio State thrives.
Which is crazy, by the way. That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
We've made ourselves hateable to the entire world.
No, Ohio State
And we're happy
has.
about that. We finally have answers in one of America's most prolific serial killer mysteries. 8772 Radio U. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Rainey Street Ripper in Texas.
I have. I feel like I talked to you about this with all the crazy bodies that have been found at the Lady Bird Lake.
Yeah, exactly. In Texas, in the Rainey Street district in Austin, there's long been rumors of a serial killer that's become known as the Rainey Street Ripper.
Okay, yeah.
Thought to be responsible for some, if not all, of the 189 drownings in Lady Bird Lake since 2004.
Whoa.
That's a crazy. I mean, if
That's
that was a
lot of
serial
people.
killer, they're doing a really good job.
That's a lot of people.
But new research, independent research from Texas State University, they say has debunked the idea of the Rainey Street Ripper, that these drownings are not connected to any one individual, and that there is no serial killer known as the Rainey Street Ripper. It's all just a social media hoax or, people just, working up conspiracy theories.
Yep.
But there's no actual truth to it. It's just people have drowned, but there's no foul play connecting them all.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny how we're all like, oh, there's no serial killer. So sad. No, that's a good thing that there's no serial killer. I remember seeing a story about this a couple months ago, and I'm pretty sure I talked to you about it because I was like, this is a crazy story.
Yeah.
And it was a presentation on this theory. Now, they weren't connecting all 189 drowning cases from 2004 to the Rainey Street Ripper.
Mm-hmm.
There was about 30 of them that had suspicious circumstances surrounding that death that they were contributing to a potential serial killer. So that felt a little more believable than 189, but still, even that one felt like, this is a stretch.
Yeah. According to this study, they say that men are more likely to drown than women, according to the state records. And one of the authors of the study says that is why he doesn't believe it is significant that men make up the majority of the deaths at Lady Bird Lake. I guess that was something that people used to connect.
Oh, was all men?
That was more men, yeah, but
Okay.
but that men are more likely to drown anyways, for whatever reason.
Okay, well, why?
So, also, Dr. Kim Rossmo, who's the professor of the School of Criminal Justice at Texas State University, says, let's not spend money and time chasing phantom serial killers because social media is propagating something that's sensational to get a few more clicks.
That sounds exactly what a serial killer would try and say to throw us off the scent.
She also said that there were no indications of a serial killer. The number of drownings is consistent with the historical frequencies of drownings in Austin, but also comparable to Texas generally. So while 189
seems like a lot
in 20 years feels like a lot, apparently that's normal, which also isn't great.
No, maybe have better safety or something at the lake.
You can't get in Lady Bird Lake without a life jacket, but
yeah.
I don't know. You could be right though. Maybe there is a serial killer and they work in the Texas State University School of Criminal Justice. Have we considered that?
They were the ones leading this study.
A true mastermind.
I think we may have cracked the case.
In fact, I think this is a big breakthrough, and they thought that they were one step ahead of the game, but in fact, they've outed themselves.
Yep.
They've whittled down the pool.
Yep.
For lack of a better term.
Seriously.
Of possible serial killers. And now it's just one of the people in the School of Criminal Justice.
Just a matter of time till we find you, Rainey Street Ripper.
Yeah, you've outed yourself. And for now, anybody at Texas State is guilty by association until we figure this out.
Okay.
Man, I wish we could just go like 1 week without finding out about some new horrible insect-related something.
Oh.
8772 Radio U. This one's really bad, though.
There's another one.
Yeah, another one. This has nothing to do with the screw worms or the murder hornets or anything like that. This is new and different.
Okay.
There's a new disease in the United States that is spreading. It's like confirmed. Like we're just going to have this now forever, spreading around our country.
Great.
It's called Chagas disease. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's spread by kissing bugs.
Kissing bugs?
Yeah, which I've never heard of before.
I haven't either.
But they're not as sweet and innocent as they sound.
Do kissing bugs sound sweet and innocent?
Maybe. If it was a hug bug, that would sound nice.
Yeah, like a ladybug, I suppose.
Yeah,
but a kiss from a bug is not what I'm looking for.
Does that not happen in the Owl City Fireflies song? Does he get kissed or only hugged?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just know he couldn't believe his eyes.
You wouldn't want, and the math on that song was very confusing. You would not want to get kissed by one of these bugs.
Yeah.
Kissing bugs are spreading Chagas disease, which after you get infected, it can lead to an acute phase of flu-like illness, and also if left untreated, you will experience the chronic phase of the condition, which can result in heart issues and other more serious things. but at the very least, you're probably expecting flu-like symptoms. The way this is spread is by kissing bugs. Kissing bugs bite you on the face, suck your blood, particularly near your mouth, and sometimes eyes.
Oh.
So, your eyes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Seriously, get these bugs away from me.
And here's what's crazy. The way that these bugs are spreading the disease is not by them actually biting you.
Okay.
It's when they're on your face. They poop. And the poop is what carries the disease.
Oh, no.
And spreads it from person to person. And other other animals can get infected as well. This has now been documented here in the United States in humans, animals, and of course kissing bugs as well they found that are carrying the disease. So new fear unlocked, a bug kissing my eye and pooping and giving me a disease.
Yeah, no thank you. Because this disease, as you pointed out, even though those that suffer from the chronic side of this disease is pretty rare, it's still alarming. Listen to this. If you have the chronic part of this Chagas disease, you could eventually experience serious health problems such as an enlarged heart and colon.
No!
Yes.
No.
You could experience that. People can also die from heart failure or sudden cardiac arrest as a result of this infection.
I refuse.
And this could
I
be,
reject this.
Listen to this part. It can take years and even decades for these chronic symptoms to appear, which makes me think maybe they weren't actually a part of this at all. It's just like maybe they had, chronic heart problems anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I won't point out
But
that.
can't they tell that people are infected, though?
That's true. Maybe they
Yeah.
are just able to test them and like, oh, they've got Chagas
Right.
disease. It doesn't leave your system, kind of similar to, like Lyme's disease, something like that.
Right.
But this is crazy.
I refuse. They say this is a disease that will be in the United States. From what they can tell now, this is permanent. As in, like, it's just always going to be circulating.
How can't
these bugs are not going anywhere?
Why can't we get rid of these kissing bugs?
This is what I'm saying. I reject this. This is an advanced country. We make AI.
We're Americans. We can destroy the kissing bug.
We maybe not eradicated. We defeated COVID. We can defeat kissing bugs.
We defeated the murder hornets.
We did. That was no problem, actually.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard about a murder hornet?
Not very often.
And a murder hornet sounds a lot tougher to deal with than a kissing bug.
Definitely.
Let's deal with it. The NFL decided not to ban the tush push play for this upcoming season, and now they can never ban it. 8772 Radio U, because now it's officially sponsored.
Oh.
The Philadelphia Eagles, who may not have invented, I don't know, but they definitely perfected the tush push and run it in a way that no one else does. In fact, they call it the brotherly shove.
Which I like more, honestly.
I don't like it. I don't like
it because
shove.
it's the city of brotherly love.
I know. I get it, but it's a tush push. And the tush push has now been officially sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Oh, what a perfect pairing there.
Dude Wipes, the brand that has proudly wiped, in their words, billions of butts, is now the official sponsor of the Philadelphia Tush Push. They even did a photo shoot with the Philadelphia Eagles mascot, Iggly, where I have to imagine they wipe his butt on camera.
I don't believe they did.
But I can't imagine.
But they did get
that.
in tush push formation.
Oh, okay.
So they did that.
This is that. I think, have sponsorships gone too far? Is my question.
I mean, we did talk about recently how we feel like ads are just everywhere, uniforms, on the field, on the boards, everywhere when you watch a game. And then obviously you have the commercials if you're watching a television broadcast of the game. So it is getting a bit much. But this is one of the more creative sponsorships I've seen from a team. So I'm not mad about it.
We should be mad. We're a commercial-free station.
Yeah, you're right.
We hate ads in all their various forms.
Commercials are not in our DNA here at Radio U.
Yeah, so I reject this. And the first time that, are we going to be watching CBS, watching the Eagles play, and Joe Buck I know I'm getting my networks and whatever mixed up, but
Yes.
Joe Buck's going to be like, and now it's time for the Brotherly Shove, officially sponsored by Dude Wipes.
I don't know if they would be saying that, the broadcast team, because they're not associated with the Philadelphia Eagles. But what I imagine will happen is the Eagles, anytime they have a tush push play, will post it on social media saying brought to you by Dude Wipes.
The next time I don't even know. I don't want to start
Because
writing.
like teams in baseball have like walk-offs sponsored and home
the call
runs.
to the bullpen.
Yeah, home runs and things like that. So they'll post those. They'll be like, what a dinger from, such and such person. This is brought to you by this ham company. I don't know. So that's just kind of normal now.
I feel like we're really getting an ad blitz from Dude Wipes too. Like they're
all over the place.
Their budget has expanded for their advertising, which is making me honestly uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like the more any kind of like wiping like any kind of toilet company advertising to me, the less I want to use it because I don't want to think about it when I'm not actually going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, sure. I mean,
I reject Charmin because of their commercials. Yeah, I do.
Why?
Well, it's one of the more expensive toilet papers.
It is. But I never regret it when I get the chance to use it.
You sit down in the bath. It's not like you go to a friend's house. Oh, Charmin, this is going to be a good one.
You do it, yes.
I might be in here a while.
Well, I mean, it's better than showing up to a friend's house and they got one ply.
Yeah, that is definitely true. That's definitely true. Is this the end of G Fuel 8772 Radio U, the popular energy drink that, quite frankly, I always thought was like a part of Gatorade?
You know what? I probably thought that at one time as well. I'm not an energy drink person, so I've never really looked into G Fuel. So Gatorade has kind of been the only one that I really knew as a brand.
Yeah. So, Gatorade, like now, like their bottles all just say G. So I was like, G Fuel, that must stand for Gatorade Fuel.
Yeah.
It's like their energy drink line. Apparently not associated at all. I do know it's very popular. And if you look at their cans, like they have some really cool like designs and everything.
Some really cool licensing.
Yeah.
Do.
And they've also had a lot of very major partnerships, collaborations with like streamers and whatever. So very successful, it would seem. So when they posted out on their social media that basically what seems like a goodbye post where it says the band would enter a completely new era soon, people are freaking out. It's like, is this the end of G Fuel? Is it going away? It seems like that's not the case.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they are going away. I feel like with all of the brand deals they've had, all the licensing deals, they've been very successful, so they've made a lot of money. But they are probably going to pivot with potentially a rebrand, which be careful, G Fuel. We just saw how that went terribly wrong with Cracker Barrel. So be careful with if you come up with a rebrand. Or maybe a new product or new formula. We don't really know, but they're being pretty cryptic about this.
I have a couple ideas, one more serious than the other. One is maybe they're just rebranding so that we don't get them confused with Gatorade anymore.
That's a good point.
They could add any other letter to G Fuel just to make it clear that it's not the G doesn't stand for Gatorade.
GG Fuel.
Sure, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it would be, but that's one speculation. The other, though, in their post where they say it's literally, the quote is, it's the end of an era. They also say that they've had many moments that made G Fuel more than just energy.
Interesting.
So are they branching out and making some products that aren't actually energy drinks, is my thinking.
Regular soda or something.
Or is that just like, fancy talk for trying to make it sound like it's a big moment and a big brand that's more than just energy drinks?
Either way, probably generated by AI. So I don't know. I don't know what this all leads to, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, there's, but one of the reasons that even though people are, they say it's an end of an era, people are saying that, oh no, is G Fuel going away? they have a recently announced collaboration with one of the biggest YouTubers of all time, PewDiePie.
Oh, wow.
You probably don't do that right before you're about to go out of business or something.
I would think not.
So I think G Fuel is here to stay, which I'm sure lots of people will be happy about. And maybe there's something new and exciting on the horizon that we will find out about soon. Maybe you and I will actually try some one day.
I think I'm good.
The new edition of the AP Top 25 college football rankings are out. 8772 Radio U. Personally, believe it or not, I don't care. But Allie really wanted to talk about this.
You don't care?
No.
Why not?
It's week 2.
But you love college football.
I know, but we watched the games.
I was really excited to see where they would put Florida State and Alabama. That was my biggest thing. And Alabama got dropped a lot more than I thought they would. They're at 21.
Yeah, Alabama all the way down to 21 after they were in the top 10 going into the season. Florida State debuts at number 14 after they started the season unranked. Of course, they beat Alabama pretty soundly at home. And so there's your answer.
Yeah, and honestly, I thought they would probably put them right around there, the middle-ish area of the top 25. So it makes sense with their big win. But for Alabama to have to now work their way up from 21, I mean, obviously, all you got to do is get to 12 to get into the playoff. But that's a hurdle.
Yeah, they've got a ways to go, but they play a lot of the teams ahead of them throughout the season.
Yeah,
and
they've got opportunities.
All the other teams they don't necessarily play will have issues at some point as well. Like, they're not going to win every single game. So, yeah, it's so early in the season, but this is why I just don't. I kind of wish we just didn't have rankings. Like, I like the preseason rankings because they're kind of fun. They come out a month before the season. It gives you something to talk about and get excited. But at this point,
but those truly mean nothing.
But these mean almost as nothing because we only have one game for each team to go off of, and the games are so disparate. Whereas, like, Oregon got a first place vote. They played Montana State.
Yeah, that's crazy to me that they got a first place vote.
Ohio State is number 1. They played Texas. Those are two wildly different games. Ohio State very well may be the number 1 team in the country. Or Oregon could be. We don't know because they've each only played one game. And I'm not saying that you have to, like, there's no way to know, like, but it's just too early after one game. Are you just
hating on this because Ohio State got 55 votes for number 1?
No, I just don't care who's number 1.
Because you did tell me off the air yesterday when we were kind of talking about what we thought the AP would look like today, because we were trying to figure out when it was coming out. It came out 2 p.m. Eastern yesterday. We were trying to kind of forecast and see what it would look like. And I mentioned, Ohio State obviously was going to be number 1. And you were thinking, well, I think LSU should be number 1.
I said if I was voting, I would vote LSU number 1 because they did the most impressive thing of any team in week 1.
But Ohio State beat the AP's number 1 team.
But that was based off of nothing. Nobody had played yet.
But they're the AP.
We could find out that Texas goes 3-9, and that's useless.
You can make that decision, but they're the AP voters. They need to take responsibility for who they ranked number 1. They told us all Texas was number 1.
They don't have to do anything.
They told us Texas was number 1, and so it makes sense that they would back that up by voting Ohio State number 1 after they beat them.
It makes sense, but also it's also, we don't know if it's even valid. Like, these are so meaningless.
This is so funny to me because it's just like, if LSU was number 1 right now, you would be like, this is, you would have a totally different tune.
No, I definitely would not.
I don't buy it. I think you're downplaying this because you don't like Ohio State's number 1.
It doesn't matter. Ohio State's played one game.
And so is everyone else.
And now they're going to be number 1 for weeks because they don't have any actual challenges on their schedule. They play Grambling this week. What state is Grambling in? If you know, 8772 Radio U.
Louisiana? I don't know.
It's, which, again, I'm not saying Ohio State's not eventually going to wind up as the number 1 team, but these just don't tell us anything of actual substance right now.
I just feel like, yeah, I agree with you, sure.
There's a reason that the committee, with all their flaws, doesn't rank teams until, week 8 or whatever? I don't even know.
It's way later in the season. But I do think that the bias is showing a little bit here.
It's just not apples to apples.
Okay.
It's not. I compared Ohio State to Oregon. Oregon played Montana State. That you just can't compare any teams very well after 1 week is all I'm saying.
And some people would say at the end of the season you can't hardly even compare.
I mean, we have to do it at some point. We don't have to do it after 1 week. We don't have to do it.
Apparently, we can do it before they even play a game. So, yeah, they should do it after they play one.
We are doing Would You Rather Wednesday. Your question for today. Would you rather only be able to watch reality TV? That's the only TV you can watch. Or would you rather only be able to read romance novels, but you can watch whatever TV you want? 8772 Radio U. We've had some interesting thoughts coming in. Lindsay says romance novels, but good ones?
Question mark. Crying faces.
That's up to you, right?
I guess it is up to you.
We didn't say bad romance novels. It's just romance.
Yeah, it's just romance. So you can choose the most highly rated of the romance genre if you would like.
Whatever's rated the best on Goodreads, just go for that.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go with Goodreads as my option to choose from, but sure. You can base it off of that.
What do the real book nerds use for rating books?
I mean, I think Goodreads is used a lot, but I actually have some personal favorite people I follow that read a lot of books, and I usually go off of their recommendations.
Got it.
So, and I think a lot of people do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have book influencers or whatever that they follow.
Oh, good. Regina says, watch reality TV as at least that has humor in it on occasion. Regina loves to laugh.
She does.
Probably not a lot of romantic comedy novels, apparently.
Yeah.
That'd be harder to find.
Yeah. We heard from Logan. He said, for the Would You Rather Wednesday, I'd rather go with reality TV shows as I find some of them very interesting and some I still watch even though they were released almost 20 years ago. So reality TV fan Logan over here.
You'd rather watch reality TV than be forced to read books, it sounds like. John says, being a child of the 90s, we basically grew up on reality TV because you can't tell me Family Matters, Full House, Step by Step, Saved by the Bell, and whatever that stands for, are not in the same category as this reality TV it is.
Yeah.
I don't think those count, John.
I don't know if those would count as reality TV because it's just like an unscripted show.
Yeah.
Is what reality TV is.
Right. And, Family Matters is definitely scripted.
Yes. And Full House.
Those are actors.
Yeah, those are actors. Dylan, I love his answer. He goes, well, I guess I'm keeping up with the Kardashians. How unfortunate.
Susanna says, I choose reality TV because it's rare that I watch anything stimulating anyway. Mostly only ever watch Frasier just to fall asleep. But I do like reading, by which I mean listening to interesting books while I work and walk. That's interesting. Yeah. You've unlocked something, Susanna, for me.
Oh, no.
And then Tim says, books. I love reading nonfiction, theology, sociology, historical books, in addition to others. So it sounds like he would have to choose the reality TV, right?
Yes, he'd have to choose reality TV so that you can mention, so that you can watch or so that you can read the books that you want to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Tim here, maybe? I don't know. Honestly, I keep waffling because I have so many shows that I love to watch, but I love reading, and romance, not my favorite genre at all. It's not that I haven't enjoyed a romance novel here and there, but if I stack up all the books that I've read this year, maybe one of them is romance. And I've read
you're trying to read 100.
Yeah, I have read almost 60 books this year.
Well, you're way off the pace.
I'm completely way off.
You're going to fall short.
I'm not going to make it, but it's still many more than most people read in a year. And literally only one of them was romance. So I think I'm going to go with the reality TV, which we all know I am a reality TV junkie. So it's not that hard to watch reality TV for me, but it's really hard to give up all the shows that I love. So this was a struggle for me to answer this one.
My initial thought was to pick reality TV because there's a lot of reality TV I don't mind.
Yeah.
Some of it can be pretty fun, but if I pick that, then I don't have to read. But then I'd be giving up. I'm giving up sports. I can't watch sports. That's TV. I can't watch sports.
But that's reality.
I guess, but
it's not a TV show.
Nobody would categorize that as reality TV, and it's watching something. So I, in my spirit of the game, I feel like you would have to give up watching sports.
I don't know if I counted that into my thought process. I didn't count that as an option.
Reading any type of book at all would probably be good for me in some way. And Susanna pointed out, audiobooks definitely count. And so I don't even have to actually read. I can just listen to romance novels while I go on my walks. And that would be, once a month, could I do that? I think that, or could I squeeze in one book a month? I think, yeah. So I will keep all of my TV and only do romance novels.
All right.
After a lot of thought given to this.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.